sewing machine. I'm literally just winging it. Just let us get on with it. One pair of pants into it and I'm thinking, no, I don't think this is going to be it. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Karen, and if you're just new here, this channel is all about plus size clothing hauls, hair dye videos, some product reviews. But today I've got a slightly different video for you. I mean, as you can see, I haven't dyed my hair for a long time. It is desperate, but that's another story. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm absolutely obsessed with TikTok. So I came across this TikTok, right? And it was this girl and she had 20 minutes to make a bathing costume. And it kind of got me cogs whirring. And I thought, do you know what? Not only am I think I'm gonna make my own bathing suit, but I'm going to start my own swimwear line, and that's where I'm at in my head process. I'm going to start my own swimwear line. I do own a sewing machine that my husband bought for us about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. That's ancient, but it's still a good make. So I've got that back off my mum because I kind of give it to my mum. I've never really used it, but I must have used it at some point because some of the things are coming back to us. This is what I'm gonna do. I honestly, I've just become obsessed now. I'm just watching every YouTube video under the sun of starting your own swimwear line. I just think I'm gonna do it, and I think, well, why not? I'm 48 years old, and why should I not start a swimwear line? So if it's something you're interested in, you might want to watch. If you're only here for the hair dye videos, I'm not going to be doing my hair dye, but I thought, because I did start recording this for TikTok and was doing like a couple of little TikToks, but to be honest, my TikToks were more like vlogs, and I thought, I think I'll probably put this on YouTube and try and vlog it. So if you're interested in watching what becomes of it, if anything becomes of it, you know, come along for the ride and we can do it together. And I'd like your input as well. Like, I want your input on what do you like about swimsuits? What is the ideal swimsuit for you? Put in the comments below. If you're a plus size woman, do you want to have it all cut? Like, do you like it high cut? Do you want to be covered from head to toe? Like, what is your ideal bathing suit? What are swimwear companies not doing for you that I might be able to tweak? And I mean, I don't think I'm going to be this massive big production company, like, you know, producing them to masses, like to Marks and Spencer's and stuff. Hey, but you never know. You never know. Don't knock it till you try it. But anyway, we need to master the art of sewing first. So where I'm at with this is I've got my sewing machine. I've got some thread, I've been to buy some fabric, but I tell you what, trying to get swimwear fabric is quite difficult in the UK for some reason, so I have been kind of looking, maybe going abroad. I've been trying to do a few sketches. They're not very good, but I'll show you what I've got so far. And I did in my little book. So I've done this was like my first kind of sketch, so it's like quite a high-waisted bikini with some buttons here, like with the same on the top, and I just thought I'm just gonna give it a go, and I mean, if it fails, it fails. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get an old bikini and cut around it because I can't find a pattern. Honestly, this video is just gonna be all over the place. So, and I am gonna make a wrap dress as well. I bought some lovely fabric to make a wrap dress. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is trying to make a pattern for my bikini by using an old bikini, because apparently that can be done. Like, not, I mean, I'm literally just gonna give these a go. I'm literally just gonna give it a go. Like, you know, it's either gonna fail or it's gonna be absolutely fantastic, and at worst I'll have created like either a good bikini or a pretty shit bikini for myself. Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance, and it's only the cost of a bit of fabric. So you're probably going to see different hair changes and different clothes changes, because this is not a continuous video, because I was going to start like my TikToks with day 1 of becoming a swimwear designer, day 2, but it didn't work like that, because we're on to probably about day 32, but technically I'm only on to day 3 or 4 on my TikTok. So I kind of just sort of left the TikTok and thought I'm just going to concentrate on YouTube and just try and take you along with us and show you what I'm doing. And who knows, this might turn out to be a really good beginner's tutorial or not. It's probably not going to be a really good beginner's tutorial, but if you want to have a go at making a bikini with us, if it's something you fancy, say you've got a sewing machine in the cupboard that you've never used and you think, well, if she's doing it, I'm going to have a go at doing it. Go and get yourself some fabric, because we're going to make up like I've just got some cotton material where I'm going to make up the pattern just to make sure it fits. So just do a basic fit, tops and bottoms, and then like we'll draw a pattern. So we're just going to do the basic pattern. You know, if it's something that you want to try and do, and you can always show us your progress, or you know, if you've got anything, just put in the comments below or send us a message on Instagram, or you know, let's move to the table where I'm going to show you where I'm going to try and do me pattern. This video might not even go out, it might be that bad. No, who am I kidding? I don't really care if it's bad, it'll be going out. I'll see you soon. Right, I've found an old bikini which I wore 2 years ago in Mexico. As you can see, it's very old. I'm not going to be wearing this again. It was just stained with all the... When I wore this, I loved it at the time, but I really did love it. But when I remember when I took it off, I was covered in the dye, the black dye, and also I don't know if you can see for the light, but you can see where all the suntan lotion is and everything. So that was the front, and this is the back. And the top for this one is, so it's just like, it's literally just like a hard cup. Like, it's just literally a cup with an underwire. So that's what it's like at the front. And the back, it hasn't got any like clasps. It's just like the one that you put over your head. So I've got another bikini here that I'm not going to wear ever again. So this one is slightly lower. It's slightly lower cut. This was a Boohoo one. That other black one was a Shein one. So this is slightly lower cut, and it's got a full bum. And the top to this one, so some of you might already remember this top from last year, but so it's basically just like a bralette with just that over the top. So again, it's got 2 pads in here. I think they're removable. No, they're not removable. So just 2 pads in here. There's like a seam down the front. So it's pretty basic. So I'm going to deconstruct this to try and see how to construct it, if that makes sense. Right, and I've got this old bed sheet. It's like half a bed sheet that I'm just going to use. It's just cotton. I'm just going to use to try and cut the basic shape. So I'm just going to cut around them. So I think I'm going to cut around the black bottoms and the flowery top. No, what am I thinking, man? That's second. I need to draw it around on paper first, don't I? We'll get the paper. Right, I've got some old brown paper. So I'm going to draw around. I wonder if I should... No. See, because the seams are here. They've obviously put this seam on at a later date. No, I'm going to make the seam here. So I'm going to allow about 1/4 inch. There's a special word for it, I can't think of it. Seam allowance. Right, so that's me front. I mean me back. That's the back, isn't it? Right, we'll write the back on there. And then for the front, I bought myself some proper scissors. These are really sharp. For the front, I'm going to turn them around like that. We'll draw the sides. That's the front. Right, so I'm going to cut that out. Right, well, I mean, I think that's a bit rough because I think the measurement on this side is completely different to that side. I'm going to measure it. That's not good at all. That's just far too rough. From this edge, it's 24 centimetres. And from it is 20.5 centimetres. We're just slightly out. So I think I'm going to have to get my ruler out. Why is that like that? I just hacked away at it. If I put that on that straight line there, we've got a difference of about 3 centimetres. I'm going to have to go again. I think I'm going to have to put them back on again. Right. I think I'm going to have to go for plan B. And I think plan B is going to be to draw around them exactly and then put on the seam allowance. I think I've just started off too rough. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Right, that's better. That looks a better size. And then I'll put my seam allowance on. I've traced around the bikini. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark, I'm going to get my tape measure and I'm going to mark 1/4 of an inch around the pattern, and that's going to be the seam allowance, and that's what I'll cut out. So I'm going to cut it out now that I've penciled it. So that's the back. Now we'll do the front. I've cut those both out, so now we've got a back panel and a front panel like that. So we've got the front and the back. So what I need to do now is transfer the pattern onto this material, and this is just like a practice mock-up. Like I said, this is just a cotton bed sheet, nothing spectacular. And I've got my pins, got my box of pins. Look at those lovely pins. I think this is what you do. I'm not sure if you're supposed, I don't really know where you're supposed to put them. Should I have put them further in? No, this isn't what I do, man, is it? This isn't what I do. I do this when I've got them both together, don't I? Now all I'm doing is drawing around it. Got some blue Taylor's chocolate. So you can see that. I'm just going to draw around. Come round here. Well, I've got the front chalked out, so I'm going to cut that out and do the same with the back ones. Right, so I've got the material, which would be the, if there was a pattern side up. Now, I'm not really sure what to do now. Do I hem this? I think I might do a hem all the way around. I think that's maybe what I should do. I don't know. Right, it's a few days later. I mean, I'm not in any hurry to make these. I think it's probably going to be a non-starter. So, we've liked the idea of starting my own swimline business, but like one pair of pants into it, and I'm thinking, no, I don't think this is going to be it. But anyway, this is where we're at. So, I've got me pants. Oh, they look bloody huge, don't they? So I've got me pants. And I'm going to start to sew down the edges, I think. I'm literally just winging it. I really haven't put a lot of thought into this. I'm kind of like just, yes, I want to try and sew a pair of unstretchy, pretend bikini bottoms. Just let us get on with it, you know. What harm am I doing? I'm not doing anybody any harm, am I? So just let me get on with it. Right, anyway, let's go. So I'm just trying to figure out in my mind which is going to be the first stitch. And am I going to sew it inside out, or am I going to sew it right side? So I think I'm going to sew it inside out. So we'll take out the pins. Right, so I've done 3 edges on the top here. So as you can see, I must have pulled too tight because this is like puckering up. And then the same on this leg here. So you can see how it started to turn over. I think I must have pulled it. I mean, I'm sure that'll just sew down, and this is just to take the bad edge off. But it's not going to pass quality control, is it? And here's the other leg. I mean, you see how it's like turned over, but I'm sure it would press with the iron. So this was my first edge. I don't know if you can see it, but this was my first edge that I did. It's not the best. Not the best, is it? Right. Well, I mean, who said sewing was easy? Nobody ever did they? Really? People just make it look easy. So I've done all of the edges. So I've done like these edges and stuff. And I've done the edge of here, but got a bit of a problem because I've just noticed that my gusset on the front is nowhere near the size of the gusset on there. And my mum, who can sew, said I shouldn't have done this stitch. I should have just turned it and then turned it again and then sewn it. So anyway, you learn by your mistakes, don't you? So this is the problem I've got at the minute. I'm gonna have to wing something here. I'm gonna have to do something here to make them fit. Right, I've put the knickers back to back. So like the good side is on the inside and that's the good side. And then I'm gonna have to, I'm a bit short here, but I'm okay over here. So, but just to make them fit here, to make it fit the gusset here, I'm just gonna jump straight in and just gonna try and attach that. I think it's gonna be a non-starter. I think what I might do is, I've actually got a pattern for a wrap dress, and I think I might give this up at the minute and try the wrap dress, because at least I've got a pattern for the wrap dress. I think that might be a better starting point. I think I've jumped in expecting the empire to just evolve and it's not. Well, starting a swimwear line seemed like a really good idea at the time, until I actually tried to put it into a pattern. I mean, yes, this is very roughly done and I haven't really took the time and effort to do it. I really wanted to have a quick go, and I don't think in sewing there's such a thing as a quick go. I might contact somebody and see if I can get some lessons. My mum can actually teach us how to sew, but I just don't know. I mean, this is where we've got, so I need to tack those together, but I mean, ouch, I stuck myself with a pin, but you can see like it's all the hems just turned over and everything. So I have got a pattern for a wrap dress, and I bought some lovely material and it was only £3 a metre, and I thought, you know, I'll give it a go. So what I think I might do is, instead of trying to start making my own pattern, like, I mean, I can't even sew, what makes us think that I'm going to make my own pattern? So I think I'll have a go and seeing if I can follow that, because I think that might be easier than trying to make up my bikini from scratch with material that isn't suitable for a bikini. So that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed this video of not making a bikini and not starting your own swimwear line. Thanks for watching. Catch me in the next video where I might make a wrap dress, or attempt to anyway. So I'll see you in the next video anyway. Bye for now.